Hi Nicole, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing well. How was your summer?
It was great.
What are you up to?
I noticed since I returned, the printing options have changed.
You're absolutely right. The printer options have changed. We're now using Toshiba Private Print. That allows you to print from any printer that's located at your school that's from Toshiba, and it allows you to log into the printer to release any jobs that you've sent to the printer. Do you want to take a look and we can do it together? It's really fast and easy, and it gives you flexibility to print from multiple printers on your campus. Maybe down the hall or in another building, you now have the flexibility to print from multiple printers on your campus.
I would like that.
Awesome, let's go check it out. You're trying to print
Yes.
to Nicole? So I want to show you a few things. Now that our printers have the option to do private print in Toshiba, it's really important to know which printer you're printing to. So you'll notice on the top of the machine or maybe on the side of the machine, it has the name of the printer. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to, on the website, printerlogic.volusia.k12.fl.us. We only have to go there once to add this printer to your computer. In the past, you'd had to have admin rights to add printers. Now, with Printer Logic, you can go in, find the printer you're looking for, and add it to your computer. So that's the first step. So we're going to look for this printer name in Printer Logic. So right now, we're at River Springs, and we have a list of the printers that are available. On printerlogic.volusia.k12.fl.us pulls up a list of all of the printers that are available. When we find this printer, we can click it from the list, and we're going to click Install. And it only takes about a minute or so to install that printer. Now you have the ability to print to this printer since we installed it through Printer Logic. So let's go ahead and print some of those copies that you wanted to make before. So what we're going to do on the printer, now that you've added it, when I come over to the printer, I'll be prompted to enter, it says key in the PIN code and press OK. So the PIN code is going to actually be your employee ID number. Do you know your employee ID?
Yes.
If you don't know your employee ID, you can actually look it up in ePortal, and that's a fast way to find it. So go ahead and enter your employee ID. Please note, the first time that you're printing to a new printer, you will need to authenticate on that printer by entering your employee ID. This will activate your account to that printer.
Prevent people from stealing my copies before I'm able to get to it?
Yes, and that's the great part of private print. A lot of times you might be reluctant to send something to a shared printer because you're worried about someone taking those copies before you get there. When you use private print, the job will not be released until you enter your code. So you can stand here and wait for your copies that you've sent to this printer that we added through Printer Logic, and now you have your copies.
Thank you.
That wasn't too bad.
Yes.
Well, excellent. I'm happy to help you with using the Toshiba Private Print option.
We'll review how to install a printer from Printer Logic, and specifically review how to use Toshiba Private Print for flexibility and access in printing to different printers that might be located in your school or department building. If you open your internet browser in the address bar, enter the URL printerlogic.volusia.k12.fl.us. You'll notice on the left-hand side, there are a series of locations that are available depending on your job site or job role. Let's take a look at an example of a school to see which printers are available on the campus and that they have been enrolled in Printer Logic. I will use River Springs Middle School as an example. When I select River Springs, I'll see the different printers that are on campus and are available to print to. Please note there is the last known location that is listed for this printer. These locations were identified at the end of the school year and over the summer. If the printer has moved to a new location, please complete a technology support ticket to have the location changed for that printer. For example, if this printer is now in a different building or room, in my ticket, I would want to include the printer name and the new location. That will then be updated in Printer Logic, and that will assist other staff members in easily finding the printers on your campus for flexibility in printing. When I'm looking at the printers that are available, it's important to note there are two printer types that are available, two different models. When I look at the name of a printer that has PNT indicates this is a Toshiba printer, and I can see those details to the right. A printer that is PNB would indicate a brother printer. In the video, we shared how to use the Toshiba Private Print option. We'll take a look at how we can install this specific printer to our machine. I would want to verify that this is the printer that I'm wanting to print to. Upon first use of using this printer, I would want to go over to the machine and enter my employee ID to authenticate. This allows my account to now be active on that machine. After I've authenticated for the first time, I can now start to send print jobs to that printer after I install the driver. So I'm going to select this printer, and I have the opportunity to also make this printer my default printer. If this is a printer that you're using often and is in close proximity to your office or your classroom, you can make it the default printer and it will come up automatically when you go to print. If you click yes, this will install the printer, and you'll notice that it's very quick for that installation to occur. I can click OK, and this printer will now be available. So I'm going to bring up an example of a Word document that I have, and I can go to File, Print. You'll notice the printer that I installed did not come up automatically. Since it's not my default printer, a default printer would be identified with this green check. I can click on the drop down, and I can find the printer that I'm looking for. This was the one that we just installed. I can click on it, and then I'm able to hit print. As mentioned and demonstrated within the video, when I click print, it will not automatically print to the printer. When I walk over to the printer and I enter my employee ID, the job will then be released. This will help ensure that your papers do not get mixed up with someone else's and provides improved security for shared printing. If you notice an area of concern related to the location of a printer or functionality, please complete a technology support ticket to share that concern. If you're logged into vPortal, there is a tech support tile that you can click on, and you'll notice there's an option to submit a ticket for printing. You can indicate if the printer needs to be moved in Printer Logic or if there are other concerns that you would like to share. Thank you for using Toshiba Private Print, and we hope this provides improved flexibility and ease of access for using shared printing on your campus.